I want to train my dog to switch sides while I'm walking by cutting behind me. And there's several different ways to switch sides, but going behind me is the lesson that we're going to work on today. This is one of the few behaviors I train by luring. So what I'm going to do is just start walking. I'm going to reach with my opposite arm behind me. Look, Mavi. Good. Lure her to me. Good girl. Reach with the other arm. Reach with the other arm. And it's not until she understands that I can start adding a cue. Good girl. Good. Good. If any of you are familiar with agility, what I'm doing is a blind cross. I'm offering my dog my arm that will open up the shoulders on one side, and when I want to switch, I bring my other hand back to open up the other side. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Good girl. She's not going out as far in front of me as she did the first time, so she's more willing to follow the lure. So now what I'm going to do is add a cue, a verbal cue, and I'm just going to say behind. Ready? Behind. Good. 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 Behind. There it is. So you saw that she just went ahead of me, and I need to establish I don't want her cutting in front. So I stood my ground. I offered that treat to bring her back. And this is just the first training session she's ever had on this. So of course, she's not quite comprehending. She's very dominant, high energy. She wants to go out in front. So we'll just try a few more and see if she settles down and works it a little bit better. Okay. Feed her a treat. Behind. Give her the cue. Lure her. Good. Behind. Give her the cue. Lure her. 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 Good girl. Nice. This last attempt my dog just performed, where I was explaining what I was doing, where I was giving the verbal cue and luring, and then I again told you I'm giving the verbal cue and luring. That was not even 3-4 minutes from the attempt right before. So if you get stuck and your dog seems frustrated, seems excited, I just gave her a few minutes of downtime where she could sniff, she could empty her bladder, and she was already empty. But when you're working and the dog's a little bit stressed and learning new things is stressful, that just gives them the urge to go. So give them some downtime where they don't have to think, come back, and you're going to see an immense improvement.